Hello guys, in this video I'm gonna teach you about events and functions in JavaScript. First, let's talk about event. Whatever we do, whenever we click or type a keyboard key, an event is generated. For example, if I click here on cross button, or if I click anywhere, I click here and events generates. I click I do right click or left click and events generates. I click on this cross button and events generate, and the reaction or response occurs according to that event. For example, whenever I click on this close button, an event occurs, and that event says that user clicks on this close button and the computer closes this window. Okay, events basically demonstrate what user do. Whenever I type something, the event generates that says user pressed a key. Okay, I'll be covering these events in this section. I will show you how we can control these events and response to a click or keyboard in the next videos. And in this video I will show you how we can write functions, because we will be using functions in event handlers. Event handlers are basically the attributes in HTML that controls or runs or triggers a function according to the given event or happening event or what event occurs. For example, whenever I click on it, the event that handles this is called, or the event handler that handles this event is called on click event handler. I'll be covering this in the next tutorial on click event. Okay, and in the last section I'll show you how we can write or create an interactive form. We'll create some fields on it and validate those fields according to the on click. Whenever user click on submit button, that means an event occurs, and we will validate that form and give error to user. Now let's talk about function, how we can create function. Let me write script tag. I'm not writing HTML opening closing tags. Okay, you can write that tags to make this more, you can say, more interactive, this function. But this is basically, this is the demonstration. Okay, I'm just gonna demonstrate it to you. Okay, I'm gonna save it on the desktop. I'm gonna say function .html. You can write it any name you want. Basically, this video shows you how we write functions in JavaScript. To write a function in JavaScript, if you guys know how to work with PHP, the same method of writing a function is in the JavaScript that we do in PHP. And just write function keyword, and after function keyword put a space and then write the name of the function. For example, I'm gonna write I'm gonna say my function. This is the name of the function. Okay, you can write any name you want. Basically, this is called the identifier. Okay, this is the identifier that identifies the name of the function. And in this function I'm gonna say I'm gonna make an alert, and this alert is gonna say this function is running. Okay, now when I open this in a web browser, nothing gonna happen. Okay, check this out. See, nothing happens. Nothing happens because we have not called that function. Okay, to make this function run, what we need to do is call this function. Okay, to call this function, just write the name of this function. Now when this page loads, it's gonna trigger this function, and all the implementation or anything between these two braces will run. That is an alert. Now there will be an alert that will say this function is running. Okay, let's see this function is running. To make this function run, just call the function. Okay, that we will be doing this at the end, in the last section. We will be creating a form. There we will just write the name of the function inside the event handler. On click event handler, we will just put the name of the function, and when user click on the button, the function will run. That will validate the form. All the code that will validate the form will be between these two braces. Okay, so hopefully you know how we create a function in JavaScript. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial.